Good morning, students. I am Raju Ranjan Upadhyay, Senior Assistant Teacher of Sunbeam Convent School, Buxar. Student, today I am going to teach you the first lesson of Geography for class 10th, Resources and Development. Today I will describe you the next phase, the next part of the lesson. Today our main theme is development of the resources. In this video, I will describe you about the how resource is developed. Some person think that resources are the free gift of nature because of resources are vital for the human survival as well as for the maintaining the quality of life. Without the resources, our quality of life is not sustained or go very well. In this condition, we think about the resources, that how we use the resources. Because of just I have said that some people think that the resources are the free gift of the nature, but this is not true. Resources are not a free gift of nature. They take millions of years into the formation, and we use this very discriminately. In this condition, there are a great damage to our earth, damage to our planet, depletion of resources for satisfying the greed of the few individual, and this using variety bifurcate divide our society into two parts. Some has more resources, some has not more resources. In this condition, the resources are divided into two categories by the us, and according to the using of the resources, the society is also divided into two categories. Number one is rich and number two is poor, or we can say it have and have not. Indiscriminate exploitation of the resources has led to the global ecological crisis such as global warming, ozone layer depletion, environmental pollution, and land degradation. A student, here I clear that there are a need of the resources planning. We will read into the next videos about the resources planning. But what is resource? We use the resource as the sustainable way, because of if we don't use this as the sustainable way, in this situation they are in the great damage, and they are in the great threatened by the people, because of people use undiscriminately. And equitable distribution of resources has become essential for the sustained quality of life and global peace. We have seen that different countries have fighting with each other for the resources. Crude oil is one of the example in such way. In this condition, if the present trend of resource depletion by a few individuals and countries continue, the future of our planet is in danger. First of all, I described you here about the sustainable development. What is the sustainable development? You just think it that sustainable development, it means that sustainable economic development means development should take place without damage the environment, and development in the present should not compromise to the with the needs of the future generation. It means that we use resources, but we use resources by taking patience, not undiscriminately. If we use such type of resources by a planning way, by a systematic method, then we can left some resources for our future generation. We should use resources by without damaging the environment and by taking care of the future generation. We must left resources for the future generation, because of our ancestors has left resources for us, just like we left resources for our future generation. In this condition, for this, a global meeting was held into the Rio de Janeiro at June 1992, which was known as the Earth Summit. In June 1992, more than 100 heads of the state met into the Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. for the first International Earth Summit. In this Earth Summit, they convinced the addressing and urgent problems of the environment and the protection of socio-economic development at the global level. Because of at the global level, there are many type of the problems are spreading very fastly. In this condition, it means that more than 100 heads of the country they met into the Rio de Janeiro into the 1992, and after that they have complete and they have created a new system which is known as the Agenda 21. It means that these all heads of the country they adopt a way, they put a method, they put the 21 problem for the sustainable development of the world, for the ecological balance of the earth, for the environmental balance of the earth, and every country has decided to put 21 agenda for the sustainable development. So this is known as the Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit, which was held into the 1992, and Agenda 21. Agenda 21 was a agenda which is finalized into the which is declared into the Earth Summit into the Rio de Janeiro. And in this situation, the Agenda 21 is a agenda which is adopted by these all countries of the world, and they put the 21 demand, 21 solution, 21 problem for the ecological balance. So this is students, this is known as the Agenda 21, and this is known as the Earth Summit. In the next videos we will study about the resources planning, how resources is used by the method of planning. I request to you, once again I request to you, stay home, don't move outside from the home, and follow the rules of the lockdown, and read this lesson carefully, because of once again I repeated that this lesson is very important for the class 10th student. Best of luck. Thank you.